So we do have a couple slides this morning, but I'm not going to spend too long on the slides because I want the majority of the time to be in the portal. But these are just some themes to look out for when we get into the portal, just to kind of help to collect our thoughts around what's different from the existing portal. But before we do that, we're going to have a couple of announcements, and then we will talk about the theme, and then we'll go into the portal. So the first announcement, I'm going to let Sophie talk about the snow days.
All right, I just dropped this into the chat here, a link to the Blue Cross Blue Shield page, as well as a PDF that you can forward. But essentially, the Snow Days event, if you haven't seen it before, has a couple of different ways that you can interact. You can enter to win a Snow Days pass, and then participate in Snow Days events. And then there's also the Snow Days on social media component where you're sharing photos on Instagram, Facebook, or even emailing them to support the Vermont Adaptive Ski and Sports Program. If you haven't seen that before, Vermont Adaptive, it has inclusive programs for people of all different abilities. You can volunteer, you can donate to them, and they're trying to reduce barriers that keep people of different abilities from going outside. Oh my goodness, Gail, you used to be an instructor. I'm very jealous of that. It sounds like an incredibly good time.
It was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so the entering to win a Snow Days pass is going on right now through December 29th, just to give everybody a little bee in their bonnet if they are excited.
Thank you.
And it looks like the information I put in didn't send, so I'll keep working on that.
Cool, thanks. All right, so that's happening now. The next update I want to give really quickly is an update on the immunization registry. We've been talking with our contacts over at Kinney about their progress on uploading the documentation from everybody's flu and COVID shot that you got from us in October and November. Those documents are going to be put into the immunization registry for the state of Vermont very soon if they're not there already. So they have been submitted for the most part and are just awaiting upload. So very soon you should be able to find documentation in the immunization registry. So if you're wondering where your documentation is, it's coming soon if it's not already. And we would also appreciate if you could kind of spread this word around. I think the health department's been getting a lot of calls of people looking for documentation that they got their flu and COVID shot from us. So if you could just kind of tell everybody that that documentation is getting uploaded any day now. Okay, great. So now we get to talk about the fun stuff. Well, the more fun stuff. Well, some other fun stuff, equally fun. And that is our 2024 theme. So for the upcoming year, we're going to be tackling the loneliness epidemic, the one that's been going on since before the pandemic and was really brought to light during the shutdown from COVID-19. There was a recent report put out by the Surgeon General about loneliness, so we are focusing on connections for our theme in 2024. Working on connecting with others at work to build relationships, find support, and create a friendlier, healthier workplace for all. So if you haven't seen it yet, our new theme is building bridges, bridges that will connect you with your health and wellness goals and bridges that will connect you with those around you in your community. So that's what we have looking forward to for the next year, kind of leaning on others for support and achieving our goals together as a community. All right, that brings us to the new portal. So some of the themes you can look for as we tour the new portal are a value placed on consistency, some exciting updates on partial credit, and the community focus in the portal, which works really well with our theme for next year. All right, so the consistency piece, Virgin Pulse is our new provider, and you might be familiar with the Virgin name from Virgin Mobile or Virgin Airlines, I think. I don't know if any of those are still around, but Virgin Pulse is our new portal, and they call themselves a mobile-first platform. So that means that it is very tied with the mobile app on your phone, which is great for people who are on the go or don't want to log on their computer. And it's designed to get the best experience through the mobile app, but that doesn't mean that you won't also get a good experience through the desktop version. That's what we'll be looking at today. It's also perfectly good to experience through the desktop. There's a big value placed on consistency and habit building. So this portal is aimed to help you build your daily routine and to meet all of the steps during the day that are going to get you towards your goals. So that means it's great for people who like streaks. If you like to look back and see, oh, yay, I achieved my healthy habit 6 days out of last week. You'll really enjoy this app. There's a homepage landing page that we'll see that has all the things you can do on that day for points. And I will say that the connections to devices works a lot better than any portal we've had before. So you can easily sync your watch or your cell phone if you don't have a watch to track your steps and your sleep and your exercise. So that is an improvement, the device connection. And there's also a note that we've gotten from the developers that in order to keep your device connected to the portal, you need to open the app on your phone every 2 weeks to sync those. I know in the last portal, there was a lot of disconnecting happening with the app that was confusing. So we're really happy this year to have a very clear answer on how to prevent that. So that's the consistency piece for people who like to do things every day and get credit for them. However, we know that not everybody wants to log things every day. So we also have an opportunity in there that you can earn points from getting your preventative health care taken care of, your screenings, your doctor's appointments. You can earn points for attending events just like we had this year. And you can earn points for being proactive and planning ahead as well. One thing that we are, at least probably I am the most excited about, is the partial credit. So that means that activity tracking is no longer all or nothing. In the old portal, you had to do 30 minutes of exercise or 10,000 steps to get any points. And this year you can get points for every stair step along the way. So you can get points for 1,000 steps, 2,000 steps, 3,000 steps, all the way up to 12,000 steps. Each 15-minute chunk of exercise you do gives you more credit, and they all kind of snowball. So you can build up your points throughout the day. The more you do, the more points you get, but we are not rewarding all or nothing anymore, which I'm really excited about. The same thing for the challenges. You can earn points at each stage during the challenge. So you do not have to finish the whole challenge to earn points. You can get points at 10%, 25%, 50%. You get more points when you finish the challenge, and you even earn bonus points if your team gets first, second, or third place in the challenge. Same with journeys. We'll show you what the journeys are, but each step of the journey earns points, and then when you complete it, you get even more points. So the partial credit thing, we're super excited for this year. It'll help points add up really quickly and in a way that's very motivating. And then the last piece is the community piece. You can add your friends on there, and you can even get points from connecting with people, whether they're your coworkers or your family and friends who don't work for the state of Vermont. They can get on the portal as well. Of course, if they don't work for state of Vermont, they're not eligible for any rewards or prizes, but you can add them to do challenges if that's something that you like to do. The challenges have a lot more flexibility this year, and they're organized by teams. So every time you sign up for a challenge, you'll be doing it as a team, which should add a little bit of community spirit. And you can also do challenges within your own teams. So this is a really exciting thing for ambassadors, is if you wanted to do like a group challenge, it doesn't even have to be a step challenge. It can be like saying hi to somebody. If you want to challenge everybody to say hi to somebody once a day, you can do that. And the final thing is shout outs. You can give your friends a shout out in the portal if you notice that they are doing a really good job. All right, signing up. We just did a big push 2 years ago signing up, and yes, we are doing it again. Next year, everybody has to create a new account. So this is another place where all of the ambassadors are going to be absolutely critical for this rollout, is all of you helping people to get onto the new portal. So here's kind of the steps that you need to follow when you're registering for the new portal. And one thing that is an improvement over the last one is that there is no confirmation code to get through your email. So you just get on the website, type in your information, and you're good to go. The entering of the insurance card number is still the same way it was last year. So you look at that ID number. It usually starts with EVTV for most of us. So we'll start entering the last V, enter the 12 numbers, and then enter either 01 or 02 on the end for your member number. And all of this is going to be in a handout that is going to come out with the new portal on January 2nd. So you don't have to memorize this, but just so you know, dig up that handout when you're helping people get registered so that you can help them put their number in correctly. For somebody who doesn't have Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance, they can still sign up. They'll just enter it using their employee ID number that's on the back of their badge and the letters SOVA, and that will also be on that handout, how to put that in correctly. So there's instructions for to sign up with and without insurance. One caveat is if somebody, especially a new employee, is wanting to sign up for the portal, they need to be waiting until they have their cards in their hand to sign up. For the old portal, there was a workaround where you could sign up before you got your cards in the mail. For the new portal, it's very difficult to switch back and forth between having insurance and not. So we're just asking people to wait until they have their insurance if they want to participate to earn their rewards. Is there any question about signing up or about participation for people who don't have the health insurance plan? Yes.
So just to clarify on the insurance card, so those that are on the state insurance need to wait to get their 2024 insurance card before. Okay, that's where I think I got lost.
Only new employees need to wait till they get their insurance, or if there's somebody who wasn't on the insurance and is planning on signing up for open enrollment. So if you weren't on it in 23 and you are on it in 24, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Any other questions? All right, the moment you've all been waiting for, I am going to stop the slides and we're going to get into the portal. Again, if we're lucky. Okay, let me know when you can see it.
I can see it.
Thank you, Sophie. All right, woohoo! Signing right in. The URL that you'll go to sign up will be released on January 2nd, just so you know. Okay, so here's our home page and our landing page. This is different from the last portal because when you sign up, when you open up your home page, there's a bunch of things you can do right off the bat. So you see this little My Actions thing, all these things on this front page you can do each day. So I'm going to start off today and do my daily cards, which it looks like I've already done them, sorry. But anyways, this section here are your daily cards. You can see I've got 2 cards to do today. So all I have to do is read what the card says, and then there'll be a little button that says got it, and I have to click got it, and then I get points. Then I can go to my next card and learn about Brussels sprouts, and then click got it. These change every day, and there's also an option for us to put program-specific cards in there too. So if we wanted to tell you about an upcoming challenge or an upcoming exciting benefit, we might put that in the daily cards too. So there's daily cards. You can earn some points right away there. So the next thing I'm going to do is track my healthy habits. So I've got this little actions button here that I can get to my healthy habits, or I can get from it down here. So let's go to my healthy habits. Did I use techniques to help me get back to sleep? I can check yes there. These things I can customize as well. So these are just the things that I have set up in my portal that I can do. I can write how many minutes of yoga I did today, although I didn't do any yet, so I'm not going to enter anything yet. Organize my finances. That's a challenge I'm in right now. So did I do one thing today to keep my finances organized? Yes, I did. So I'll click yes. And I can track my sleep in there. My steps get automatically pulled in from my watch. So is my sleep. I think both of these things come in from my watch. I can track my mood. I can track if I've taken the stairs today. I can track my workout. So those are all my healthy habits that I have going right now. I'll show you the full list of healthy habits in a minute, but for now, I just want to keep going through the whole first page. So we did see my challenge pop up in my healthy habits, so that's one way to access it. It's also right here. So if I want to look at the challenge I'm in right now, I can click that challenge button. And it brings me to this page where I can learn about the challenge and all the things to do each day. And then once I've done it, I can say, yes, I did it. All right. So, oops, back to the home. So there's my challenge. And then the other thing that I have today is my journey. So I've got this get back to sleep journey that's going on. And click on that and read a quick little blurb. And then all I have to do is click got it. And then I have just earned 20 points for complete the journey step. And then like I was saying before, I get 20 points each time I complete the step, and then I get another load of points once I finish the whole journey. All right, so I think that's pretty much everything that's good on the homepage here. The next thing we'll talk about, oh yeah?
Before we go too far, I think Gail might have a question.
Oh, sorry.
I do. It's okay, Hope. So quick question. With my Garmin, it tracks my sleep. So does that get transferred over? And just feedback, none of my Garmin ever transfers over to the portal.
To the current portal?
Well, it goes to the portal, but I never get points, but I just get points other ways. So I'm crossing my fingers that Garmin is a supported platform.
So I have Garmin too, and that is what I'm using to track right now. So I'll pull up my stats page, and this all is being pulled in from my Garmin device. So that's where my sleep came in from. That's what my steps came in from. That's what my calories burned came in from. So I've gotten it to connect. It did require me to call tech support, and they were very helpful. So
Okay, so it may be that we have to call tech support.
if it doesn't work, you might have to call tech support, but they're very helpful, and hopefully it will work the first
Awesome.
time.
Well, it'll be so much easier. That's great. Thank you.
It will be. And the thing that I really like about it is that you get these stair-step rewards too. So here I'm on this rewards page. Under the home tab, I can see that I get points for 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 steps. I get points for 8, 9, 10 for each of these. And so each time I get these points, these milestones, I get all the points that come with it.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. Yeah. So the old portal, you'd only get points for taking 10,000 steps, but this one we get a lot more points.
Yay.
Yeah, it is great. All right. So we were just on the stats page. These are all the things that you can kind of track, and I think that's it for the stats page that I wanted to talk about. I want to show this healthy habits page, and then I'm going to go back to the rewards page again. So the healthy habits page, we were just on this before. The view all is what I wanted to show you. These are all of the things that you can track for healthy habits, and a lot of them are not necessarily, just like movement and nutrition things. There are lots of good ones for contributing to my community, picking up litter you can get credit for, saying hello to others. Let's see, I want to work on building relationships. So I want to start a conversation with an acquaintance today. So I've added that to my healthy habits. So now when I go to my homepage, I think that will show up on my healthy habits. Yep. Did I start a conversation with an acquaintance today? Yes, I did. Hi, Gail. All right, so there's
Hey, Hope.
So there's that. Thanks for helping me get some credit there. All right, so now let's go to the rewards page. There's one section here that I want to highlight particularly. You can kind of look through this, but there's one part that's very interesting, and that is this participation section. So that is where you can log in all of the things that are basically like one-time activities that you'll go to. And for all you wellness ambassadors, this is where you'll see how to get your points for being a wellness ambassador. So rather than filling out that survey each quarter, you can just do it yourself whenever you want. Just come down to the participation section under the rewards tab and click on serve as a wellness ambassador. So there's all my info, and here are all the things that I can log as far as what I've done for a wellness ambassador. And if it's something that's not on this list, there's a free text box that you can report something that you did if you, I don't know, hosted a walking group or something. Yep, so that's exciting. If you open up this form and then don't click submit, it's a little bit buggy getting it back to the regular page, so just give it a minute. It works fine if you type something in it, but it doesn't like if you leave without answering. Okay, so that's the rewards page for participation. And then another thing that is very interesting is this complete a proactive health visit or screening. So this is an extension of what is available in the portal baked in. I guess I'm showing this backwards, but these are all the things that we thought weren't included on the regular health checklist. So we added more things that you can get points for. If you have any of these screenings, then you can earn points by filling out this form. Then I'll go back and show you the form that's baked into the portal. Again, I didn't like that I didn't fill that out. It is called My Care Checklist under this Health tab here. So it shows the dental checkup, my physical, my flu shot, my COVID vaccine, all those things they can get points for. And then there is a second long form with lots more things that you can earn credit for. So all of these things under preventative care got pulled in, like it knows I got my COVID vaccine because I took my health assessment. So let's find the health assessment now. That's going to be, fortunately, under health, and it's going to be under surveys. The first time that you log into your portal, if you haven't taken your health assessment, it will pop up as one of those cards. This is something you can do today. So even though it looks like it's a little bit buried now, mine's mostly buried because I've already done it. If you haven't done it, it will flash up on the screen, hey, this is available to do. So that's how you can do it in there, and I can retake it whenever I want if I have updates, but I can only get points for it once. And this health assessment is what we call an action reward. So once you take your health assessment, you do get a separate bonus from the quarterly bonuses that you can get once per year. We are increasing the payouts for next year. So the total will be $350 for the year. You can get $70 for each quarter and for the health assessment. So that's another exciting bit of news. Okay, so I'm going to go back to that rewards page we were just on. I'm going to go back to this participation section and show you the attend a LiveWell event or attend a work skills class. Those are where you would, if you went to one of Sophie's stop, drop, and move classes, you could log that under a LiveWell event. If you took a course with CAPS, any course through the LMS, you can log that under a work skills class or finance webinar. That's where you can log if you went to a webinar with Empower or if you went to something with InvestCAP, all of that gets credited under this one. The other section that we added under this participation section is a nutrition section. The nutrition things that were offered in the portal weren't very proactive and forward thinking, so we wanted to add some things you could get credit for that can help with building healthy habits. So the things on there are that you browse new recipes or tried a new recipe or somehow planned ahead, making a grocery list, using up all your produce, week-long meal plan, things like that. You can get credit for these kind of forward-thinking things as well. All right, so I think that's really the main juicy bits out of the rewards page. Sophie, do you have anything to add on this page?
I don't think so.
Okay. You can get points for adding your friends. You can get points for logging in, completing registration. All right, so the next thing we'll show are the journeys. I briefly mentioned these. These are basically sets of tips that you can look through to help you start up healthy habits. There are lots on getting active and eating healthy, but then there are also some about sleep and mental health and stress management and things like that. So to enroll in one of those, you just click on it and start. And these are the ones that give you the points as you go. All right. And then the other thing that I want to show that's very cool is challenges and how you can start your own challenge, because that's very important for ambassadors who want to create some events for your teams. So you would go to the social tab to challenges and then hit create. We can do a step challenge if we want to, or we can do a healthy habit challenge. So let's do a healthy habit challenge. Let's do focus. And let's do reducing stress. Oh, tea, that's one of my favorites. Let's do a tea challenge. All right, did you relax with a cup of tea today? So here's my rules. And now I get to do this challenge, and I just earned 100 points for creating a challenge. So now I'm going to invite Sophie. I hope you like tea, Sophie.
I've already completed this challenge already today.
Oh, wonderful. All right, so Sophie should see an invite that I've created a challenge and invite her to it. So that's a really fun thing that ambassadors can do with their teams. There's a media section. I think you can earn 50 points once a month for watching a video. That's in there. You can also earn points from watching a LiveWell video under the attend a LiveWell event section I showed you earlier. And I think that really is a lot of information. What questions do you all have about this portal? Oh, can you invite group emails? Do you mean like putting in a whole spreadsheet, Jessica?
To the challenge that you were just making, like if we wanted to do it to like the all diva email group, so like it invites 350 people.
That's a
Or can you just do one
Okay.
person at a
I
time?
think you can. I'm not sure. I haven't played around with it that much, but I know there's this groups section here. So you
Mhm.
might have to get people to join the group.
Oh, so it doesn't like pull from Outlook or anything. It just pulls if they're
No.
part of the wellness portal per se.
Right.
Okay,
That's right. It doesn't have like single sign on or anything.
gotcha.
But there is a group and it looks like you can post things in there. So maybe you can just tell people I've started this challenge, join it if you want to. That's a good question. I can ask our contact if they have any ideas and get back to you about
Yeah,
how
no,
to
that
invite,
makes
like,
sense because
large groups of people.
I'm guessing it doesn't pull from Outlook, obviously, because you have
No.
to sign up to be in it because everyone wouldn't be doing it. But that's something that we can add to the newsletter. We're creating this challenge on XYZ. Click here to join, whatever.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
I think it should show up. So we can get some more information on how to do that, but that's a great question. All right. Any other questions on things you can do in the portal? Okay, so I think that's all that I've got. Thanks for coming, everybody. And if you have any questions, you can always send us an email.
Thank you.
Oh.
This was awesome.
Thanks for coming. We had a question about the paycheck, the Q4 wellness benefits. Sophie, do you know that pay rate off the top of your head? I can pull it up too.
I think it's the 28th of December that it's coming out.
December 28th. Thanks. Okay, have a great holiday, everybody. See you next year.